Dear students, in this video I would like to explain the law of heredity or principles of Mendel. In the middle of 19th century, Edgar John Mendel, an Australian folk, conducted a hybridization experiment on garden pea plant and generalized the principle of heredity. Now it is called the law of heredity or principles of inheritance. Gregor John Mendel is called the father of genetics. In the middle of 19th century, from 1856 to 1863, nearly about 7 years, he was conducted the hybridization experiment on garden pea plant and published his experimental work in 1867. In his experiment, first time he used the statistical analysis and mathematical logic to solve the biological problem. He was selected a large number of sampling units for his experiment, so that increases the credibility of his experiment. In his experiment, he selected the homozygous tall pea plant and homozygous dwarf pea plants. He crossed the controlled cross pollination between this tall and dwarf pea plant. In the F1 hybrid, he got the hybrid seed, all produces the tall variety. When these first filial generation or F1 generation were allowed to self-fertilize or self-pollinated, he got the second filial generation or F2 generation with tall and dwarf in the ratio 3:1. That is, the tall plants, nearly about three-fourths of the population tall and 1/3 of the population he got as dwarf variety. Before conducting these hybridization experiments, he selected the pure lines of tall and dwarf. The pure lines means the homozygous tall and homozygous dwarf varieties of pea plant. For several of generation, the garden pea plants were self-pollinated or self-fertilized, and in each generation, the variants were discarded. He got the pure lines, the homozygous tall, which contain capital T as its genotype. In the dwarf variety, the small t is its genotype. These two were selected as P generation, that is the parental generation. When tall plant produces the gametes, all gamete receives the factors for tall, that is single T. Gamete receives a single factor, capital T. The dwarf plant produces the gametes. All gametes receives the factor for dwarfness, that is small t. This capital T and small t, the factors for tall and dwarf, were combined in the F1 hybrid. The first filial generation, F1 generation or filial 1 generation, he got tall plants, all tall plants in F1 hybrid that contain the genotype capital T, small t. When these F1 hybrids were allowed to self-pollinate or self-fertilize, that produces the gametes by combining or by the gametic union in the F2 generation, the second filial generation, he got tall and dwarf. In the F1 generation, he got the phenotype of only one of its parent, that is only tall variety. The dwarf parent or dwarf variety, the dwarf character, were not expressed in the F1 hybrid, but the dwarf character reappeared in the F2 generation. He got 3/4 of tall plant and 1/4 of dwarf variety. That means tall and dwarf character appeared in the ratio 3:1. By using this monohybrid cross, he generalized two such principles: the principle of dominance or law of dominance, that's also called first law, and principle of segregation of character are also called second law. Let me explain the first law or law of dominance. It was explained by three important points. The first point: the characters are controlled by a discrete unit called factor. The factor appear in pair. In a dissimilar pair of factor, one dominates the other. The character which dominates is the dominant character, which get suppressed is the recessive one. In a heterozygous condition of F1 hybrid, that is the capital T and small t, the capital T expresses itself, the tallness expresses itself, that is the dominant character. The small t, which expresses the dwarf character, gets suppressed by the tall, that was not expressed. So the small t, the dwarf character, gets suppressed by the tall. The dwarfness is the recessive character. That means the character which expresses itself in the F1 hybrid is the dominant character, which gets suppressed is the recessive character. This is law of dominance. He was also explained the law of segregation of character. The law of segregation of character tells us that when a pair of contrasting characters were brought together in a cross, that remain together for a long time, does not contaminate or mix with each other, they get segregated. The character gets segregated or separated only during gamete formation. In his monohybrid experiment, by taking the garden pea plant, the stem length, the two plants, the tall and dwarf, the pair of contrasting character, the tall and dwarf, were brought together in a cross, that is in the F1 hybrid. The tall and dwarf character remains together for a long time. That does not blend its character. It never produces the plants of intermediate height, neither tall nor dwarf. The character does not blend, that remains pure. The tall, the capital T, the dwarf, small t, remains together for a long time in the F1 hybrid. This tall and dwarf character gets segregated, separated. During gamete formation, these two factors get segregated or separated and reappeared in the F2 generation. This is called the law of segregation of character. So, to test the F1 hybrid is homozygous or heterozygous, he was backcrossed with one of its recessive parent to know the genotype of F1 hybrid, that is called test cross. Then come to know what is test cross. Test cross is a cross between a dominant phenotype with a recessive parent. Genotype is unknown. A cross between a dominant phenotype whose genotype is not known with a recessive parent, that is called test cross. What is the significance of test cross? It is to know the genotype of the F1 hybrid or a dominant phenotype. So that is the significance of test cross. Test cross is conducted to know the genotype of our dominant phenotype. In the garden pea plant, the violet colored flower is dominant over the white colored flower. A plant bears a violet colored flower, which is the dominant phenotype, whose genotype is not known. That is crossed with a white colored flower, that is a recessive parent. If the F1 hybrid produces the plants all were violet colored flower, then the genotype of dominant phenotype is capital W, capital W. If it produces 50% violet colored flower, 50% white colored flower, that is violet and white appeared in 1:1 ratio, equal proportion, then we can conclude it is in heterozygous condition. That is capital W, small w. It produces two different types of gametes, the capital W and another factor receives, another gamete receives small w as the recessive factor. When the capital W unites with the small w of recessive parent, that produces violet colored flower. The gametes having small w of unknown phenotype or dominant phenotype unites with small w of recessive parent, that produces white colored flower. That means white and violet appears in 1:1 ratio. We can say the F1 hybrid or dominant phenotype is heterozygous condition. If all produces violet colored flower, then we can conclude the genotype of dominant phenotype is the homozygous dominant, that is capital W, capital W. Thanks one and all.